Creating content using your winning formats is the best way to blow up, go viral, build a sustainable fan base of people that actually stream your music all the time. What I'm going to be going through today is what is a winning format and how to utilize it. I go on about this all the time to my artists that I work with. It's something that's brought me in millions of streams, not just millions of streams, millions of views, and not just generated me millions of views, generated my clients like Adam, like Farron, like Kesh, millions, thousands, millions, no, millions, millions of views organically without needing to use ads. So the biggest way that we do this is through what I call the winning formats. Now, what I make my artists do, for example, is we create a bank with all our winning formats and we basically place them all in there so we've always got them. But that's for another day. So what a winning format is basically a style of video that works really well for you. Now, if you haven't had a viral moment before, that doesn't matter. We're not looking at, what's the video that's blew up on your page and got 100K views, because maybe you don't have that. But what we're looking at is the patterns. We're looking at, okay, you usually get 400 views. Why is it that video got 550 views? If your average is 400 and you've got a random video, the highest performing on your page, which is 550, that's a winning format. That's something that does well compared to others, and it's something that can be repeated, and likely you haven't repeated it before. So what you want to do is, firstly, you can analyze the data to find your winning formats. Now, I used to know nothing about data. I used to think it was boring. I used to not understand it. Like maybe like yourself, maybe you don't know too much about the insights and the data. But really, I think there's only a few most important things. I think the views, most importantly. Like if there is a video that's clearly gone from, you usually get, let's say, 1,000 views each video, and then all of a sudden you get 10,000 views on one video, there's clearly a reason why that video worked. Maybe it was a trend. Maybe it was your hook. Maybe it was your text hook. Maybe it was the visual itself, whatever it was, there's something that worked about that, and that can be repeated. It's not just luck. There is always a reason. So the views is always an important one to think about and look at. Number two, in terms of the insights, the likes, seeing what people actually double tap to. What did people physically enjoy? So they got to the point where they went and clicked the like button. So you want to check the likes, comments as well, another big one. It's like when people are commenting on your post, what is it that made them comment? Once again, you're not going to have loads of people commenting on one random post for no reason. There would have been a reason behind it. Whether they felt it was relatable, whether they felt they resonated, whether they just felt like this is something that they need to interact with. And then you can go and check, okay, why did they need to interact with that? Is there a reason? What did you say in the text hook? Did you ask a question in the hook? Did you end the video? Did you do an outro with asking people something, or to put something in the comments? If so, that's something that works. That's a winning format. That's a winner that you can do. So, yeah, comments, DMs as well. It's not actually part of the analytics. I'm talking about just DMs itself. Like, what are the types of content, off the top of your head, or maybe you can go and have a look at the actual DMs that you've got, where people have genuinely gone and reached out to you, where they've gone into your DMs and said, yo, I love this song, or yo, that video made me laugh, or whatever the type of video was. How could you create something similar to a point where people are messaging you? That shows it connected with people. And then they would be the main four things. If you really want to get technical with data, once again, they are the four basics. We all know how to look at that: views, likes, comments, DMs. Like I said, I'm no data expert. They are the four things that I look at, and that has generated me and my clients millions of views, streams, etc., listeners. But there's also the extra mile. You can always look at the average watch time. That's another one. I've been looking at this a lot more recently, and we've been looking at it a lot with Adam, who we've taken to 15,000 followers, 5,000 monthly listeners, etc. And yeah, the average watch time, I think it's a really interesting one, because I almost look at this stat and I see when people clicked off, and then when I go and make another video, I see, okay, how can I make them stay for longer? Because what the average watch time is the average time someone's been watching your video, the majority of people. So if people clicked off at 7-8 seconds, you want to analyze that and say, okay, so why did people click off there? Or maybe it was something boring you said, or maybe there was a bit of silence. Okay, when you go and create your next video, you can make sure that gap where people clicked off, you can cut it out. You can make sure there's no silence. That's how we improve, through data. So I'd say number 5 to add on to that would be average watch time. There's a lot of other things within the data. There's a lot of insights you can look at. The skip rate is always an important one, to see how often people are skipping. But really, they are the main things I use, and what's helped me and my clients get the results. So when you're going to be repeating your winning formats, you need to be looking at the data. And that is everything that I've just spoken about within the past 5 minutes. So you want to go onto your page, like literally after this video as well, go onto your Instagram, go onto your TikTok, and go through the things that I've just spoken about, from likes to comments to views to DMs, to also having a look at your average watch time inside Insights and seeing what is it that people are clicking with the most. Because this is when it gets exciting. Your best content comes from here, because you can now repeat what has already worked. And the amazing part about it is you're never going to run out of content ideas, because you consistently, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, you always have content ideas. Not just random content ideas, you have content ideas that get results. And it's almost just like step after step after step after step. It's like with anything, it's consistency. Like when you repeat your winning formats again and again, maybe you'll get to a point where maybe it might even feel stuck, and then that's where you improve and you start looking at that winning format and you think, okay, well, how can we improve that? Like, why is it not doing as well at the moment? So one thing you need to remember with content is you always are going to be improving, you're always going to be changing things, you're always going to be tweaking. So anyway, bit off track. That's the data side of it, and what you need to be looking at in terms of finding your winning formats. Now, pretty much when it comes to creating your winning format, and what this is, it is, like I said earlier, it's your best style of content, or your best styles of content that perform best for you. So you are literally simply recreating what has already worked. So if it's a certain performance and you put a certain text hook that was maybe it was a POV text hook, like, great, maybe you can repeat the POV text hooks more often. Maybe you done a behind the scenes video and the hook was something like crazy, or a drink dropped on the floor in the studio. Okay, think about what you could do next time. Okay, next time you go to the studio for the day, why don't you record a behind the scenes video and make a hook the craziest part of the day? Like, if the craziest part of your day last time was a drink dropped on the floor, that's what hooked people in and it ended up getting 3,000 views. Next time, record the whole day again, find the hook at the end when you edit it up and see what was the craziest part and put that at the beginning. So there's different ways to look at it. Genuinely, you want to be looking at, obviously we've spoken about the data, you want to be looking at like the hooks, the captions, you want to be looking at the things that have clearly worked. At the end of the day, there's not going to be, like I said earlier, there's not just no reason why someone's engaging with your content, why someone is supporting you. There's gonna be something. So you just want to pick up them things. It might be what you say in the video, it might be the way that you hooked people in, and like I said before, it might be simply the text hook, the visual hook, or like the actual writing on the screen. Just hit my chair. The writing on the screen that you put when you edited it up, and that would pretty much be it. Like, honestly, from there you are like I said, I would now, come off this video, and like what I take away from this video is going to take a look now. Like, go over to Instagram and go over to TikTok and start having a look at what works. And you can I'd write this all down. Like I said, with my clients, I've created them a winning format bank, which you can get inside my 30 million streaming program. But yeah, where was I? I created my artist a certain like format bank called the winning format bank. So every time they go to post content, they always have this one bank that has everything there. But you can do the same thing, where you can just write it all down on a piece of paper or on a notes app, whatever it is, and just list them, so you can always go back and reference it and be like, okay, cool. Let's say it's Monday morning, right? Content this week. I have no content ideas. What do? Go to your winning formats. Okay, these are the formats that get me best results. Let's recreate some of my best content. Boom. So that is winning formats. That's how you're going to 10 times your engagement, 10 times your views, 10 times your listeners, go viral, see the most results. But one thing to remember, and like I always say, be consistent. Don't just try a winning format and give up. Consistently post your winning formats. And I'm going to leave it there. It's been good speaking with you. And that's me, Bailey BCK, over and out. Peace.